What's happening, guys? Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are watching in the world. I know I sound a little bit husky right now, but you know what it is. What's happening, guys? Welcome back to my channel and another vibe along. France versus Jamaica. The teams are just doing the national anthems. I've been a bit late with setting up the stream, but it is what it is. We're here 5 minutes before kickoff. Big up everybody in the chat as always. I hope you're having a wonderful, I was about to say Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning wherever you are watching, or Sunday afternoon, depending on what time zone you're in. Or it might be the middle of the night, wherever you are at. But thank you guys for stopping by. Hopefully it's going to be a nice little chilled vibe. We're going to talk football. I'm hoping for a Jamaica upset. I mean, who isn't? Anyone who says they're not hoping for a Jamaica upset, I don't know why you would say that, but I'm hoping for a Jamaica upset. I'm hoping Bunny Shaw can punish that French backline, but it is what it is. It is what it is if they don't. Come on. Big up Suleiman in the chat, says United. Oh wait, I was gonna say United ain't playing right now, but you're referencing the Arsenal game yesterday. How did we beat Arsenal twice? Disgraces. They're a disgrace. They're a cheat. Big up Mr. Dory in the building. Shout out to SJ as always. Shout out to Ak. Says you didn't get notified. That sucks. I'm sorry that's the case. YouTube, sort it out. Sort it out, YouTube. I wish it could be Saturday every day. Honestly, if it was Saturday every day, my voice would be sounding the way it's sounding. Right now, I feel like I got a very husky voice. I don't know why. But I got myself a cup of tea, got myself like my favourite drink that you lot were getting on to me yesterday for, some snacks to get us through this vibe along. And I'm going to actually read out the team sheet to you guys before we actually get started. I know a lot of you guys might not be familiar with the French team, with the Jamaica team, but I'm here to answer any of your questions. Now, one thing I'm going to say is that the French manager is actually the ex-manager of Saudi Arabia at the World Cup. So if you guys remember that Saudi Arabia team that beat Argentina, he is the new manager. This is his first actual international tournament on the big stage with Saudi Arabia, with the French women. Quite a few players missing, but they're starting with a 4-4-3 formation. I'm not even going to try to say a lot of these French names, sorry guys, because I'm going to butcher it. I'm absolutely going to butcher it. But there's two players that I would say for you guys to watch out for. Number 8, Grace Gayoro. Great midfielder. I've seen her play for PSG. I was amazed by her. And number 11, Diani. Two players I'd recommend you guys to watch from the French women's team. And then from Jamaica, obviously a less experienced team, but when Khadija Shaw is leading the front line, she actually was second in the WSL Golden Boot race, scored over 30 goals in the season. I don't think Jamaica's worried about scoring. Maybe they're worried about getting the ball to her, but if they just get the ball to Khadija Shaw, she will score for sure. Sorry, man, guys, I couldn't help it. Yes, Hervé Renard, that's his name. He coached another team in Africa as well, won AFCON with them. I think it was, I can't remember, I think it was Zambia or someone that he coached in the African Cup of Nations, and he won the AFCON with them, went to Saudi Arabia, and now he is at France. Jamaica have had a lot of issues coming into the World Cup. Even the manager spoke about it to the TV, to the news stations just before the game, talking about how they had to crowdfund just to get to the World Cup, which is crazy to me. Like, your national team gets to a World Cup and they are forced to crowdfund because the federation don't want to pay. It's not that they can't, it's that they don't want to pay. Kickoff is about to get underway. France is shooting. And can I just say, Jamaica got a nice kit. I really like Jamaica's kit. It's a really nice kit. And I need to remember to press start on my countdown, because if you don't remember, yesterday I forgot. Butcher it like Leecher. Honestly, that was a good game. Yesterday's game was a good game. I actually want to do a stream to talk about it, because I want to hear everybody's thoughts of it. But for now, we are underway. Jamaica versus France. Get your predictions in the chat, guys, because I'm going to go for something. I don't want to say France is going to butcher them. No pun intended to Suleiman. But I don't really see them scoring much, Jamaica. I think France will dominate the possession. I really need to put my TV, guys, in a better place, because I just literally have to keep turning my head like this. My head is literally spinning around. My number 6. the butcher. I don't know, man. I'm so excited for the football season to start, guys. The more that I watch United in pre-season, the more excited I am. I hope Amad Diallo is okay. I saw him leaving the stadium in crutches, so I hope he's all right. But yeah, I might do a stream later on just to talk about the game, because I feel like people want some bragging rights for a bit, so I'm gonna let everybody have that. But France have the ball right now, and they're just passing around in the side, and Khadijah's trying to get on the end of that. I would be shocked if Jamaica have more than 25% possession. I think France will just dominate it. A game that I'm looking forward to is next week, France versus Brazil. That's going to be an interesting game. That is going to be a good game. And that's the most, I would say, stacked group in the World Cup, because it's Brazil, France, Jamaica, and I think Panama is the other group. Our win was so nice. We had to do it twice. Shout out to Suleiman for that one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I don't get why it went to penalties though. Why was it going to penalties regardless of the scoreline? That's one thing I didn't really understand. That didn't really make sense to me. But it's a free kick for Jamaica just in the opposition half. They put a ball in. Yeah, they're trying to get the ball to Khadija. Like, she is the target every single time. Khadija Shaw is the target every single time. And they got a corner from that. I'm sorry guys, Jamaica's kit is so nice. I really like Jamaica's kit. You know me, I'm a sucker for nice kits. If a kit is nice, I will get it. And I really want to get Jamaica's one, black and gold. Sponsored by Adidas. Yeah, and their training kit as well, like their warm-up kit is nice. But it's a corner for Jamaica in swinger. Let's go. Let's see if they can get on the end of it and open the scoring. A nice ball in, and France get it out. Back into the box. I don't know who that head is to. And it looks like there's a head injury, so it's stopped. An exhibition thing. Yeah, it just don't make sense. Like, you're telling me I could lose, but I could still win the game. I could lose in regular time and still win. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Ooh, that's actually Khadija Shaw with a head injury. A clash of heads. Kit is so nice, she had to buy it twice. I think we all know what Silva's new punchline is about to be. Yeah, this is about to be his new punchline. But have I got any kit? I don't really have international kits. What does your mug say? My mug says it's a cruel world. A little maths joke. But guys, I don't really buy international kits. I think the first one I've actually got, obviously I have an England kit, and I got the Japan anime kit because I liked it so much. I want to get the away kit version as well because it's just so nice. Participation settings. Who won on penalties? United won. Vieira, Arsenal player, missed a penalty. Maybe another $100 to the ticket price for extra pens. That's it. The atmosphere at American, when we play in America, the atmospheres are just a bit, I don't want to say weird, but it's just their stadiums look a bit weird. I lack too many brain cells to understand what that maths jokes mean. Accrual is like it's a finance term. I said maths, but it's a finance term, and basically it's a way to account for certain stuff in finance. And this is just saying it's a cruel world, but it's a little play on the word accrual. I got this as a gift. There's going to be a lot of stoppages. I need to catch up with this morning's games. If Arsenal won, AFTV would have claimed the victory. Shout out to AFTV and United View, who are obviously all in America for the pre-season. But did you guys see the clip of the build-up on United View to the game? When someone, I don't know who, was it Robbie? I can't remember, said that Ten Hag is trying to copy Arteta. I could not believe it. I honestly couldn't believe. That is the funniest thing that I've seen. And then, it don't make sense to me, the fact that they said that when Ten Hag has been managing longer than Arteta has. Ten Hag was taking a team to the Champions League semi-final when Arteta was an assistant coach at City. And this is no way me, like, insulting Arteta or anyone, but I just found that kind of crazy to say. Like, for me, that was a bit of a wild statement. It was Robbie that said it. I remember watching the video and I was like, this can't be real. This can't be real. But shout out to them. They're doing their thing in America. Jamaica trying to play it out from the back, but they just can't. They just can't. I might get the Jamaica kit. Big up Keegan in the chat. Big up Keegan. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're having a good afternoon or morning, depending on what time it is for you. In his fan cam, he goes, Arteta is copying Ten Hag to discipline his own players. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That is a funny thing to say. I can't lie. That's quite funny. But it is what it is. One thing I like about preseason is the trolling. Like, for me, trolling in preseason is like, the way people troll and take preseason so seriously. It's just, I find it so hilarious. It's entertainment. It's entertainment for me. I would never do that, but... And also, preseason is a joke. I don't think... Is there anyone that actually takes preseason serious, bar the bragging rights? Jamaica have had a lot of the ball in the first 5-6 minutes. A lot more than what I would have anticipated. I don't like France's kit. I like the France kit when it's like a dark blue. This is like a washed blue. I know I'm just talking about kits, but all I've been doing is... analysing the kits that I've been seeing at the World Cup. What did you think of Chelsea? They look threatening. I'm not sold on Chelsea. Sorry, I'm not sold on Chelsea. I don't know what it is. Maybe Poch can turn it around, but I need to see them in actual, not real life football, but like I need to see them in the Premier League. I can't base anything on pre-season. Maino was good according to everyone. I couldn't watch it, so yeah, I watched the extended highlights of the game and I saw little bits and bobs. Kobe Maino, I think from time Bruno Fernandes is coming out and praising him in post-match interviews, that says a lot. Like, to have the captain praising you, like that. I respect it. I'm excited to see what Kobe Maino does this season. I think I'm excited to see Onana, Mount, all our new signings, whatever signings we get, I'm excited to see that. But I'm also excited to see how Kobe Maino does. And France put a ball into the box and it's headed out straight for a corner. This is their first real attack of the game. Obviously, France are the favourites. Looking out for the next pre-season Pirlo. Would it be safe to say that that's Kobe Maino this year? Maybe he can actually live up to the pre-season hype. Chelsea ain't making top 4. Their club is too unstable and volatile. Yeah, I'm just not sold. I'm not sold on Chelsea at all. I don't know what it is. Oh my god, look at Jamaica's goalkeeper kit. That's nice as well. Alright, let's see the ball that they put into... I'm going to ask Flex to get me a Jamaica shirt. Put it in, swing it in. Can't even beat the first player. France are trying to stop the counter-attack, and they do. It's just that Jamaica are just hoofing the ball out. They are just, ooh, that's a late tackle. But she made a lot of that. That can't be a yellow card. She made a lot of that. I took the pre-season seriously 2 years ago when the MLS beat the Prem. Big up Zachariah. Is that Zachary? Sorry. Big up Zachary in the chat. I can't remember the last pre-season I really took serious, I can't really remember. Maybe... Nah, it's just anytime we've played Arsenal, Liverpool, anytime we play one of the top 6, I take it serious. Other than that, I don't really take pre-season seriously. I might go to a pre-season game this year, but if I can be bothered to go to one. Jamaica on the counter, and every time they try to counter, their player is getting doubled up. They are not making it out. Minnesota beat Everton. Is Minnesota even good in the MLS? Are they even good in the MLS? I've never heard of Minnesota being a topic of discussion for teams. What I don't understand is how Inter Miami is the team that I hear about the most, and they're bottom of the table. I know it's not because of Messi, because I used to hear about Inter Miami before, but I just keep hearing about it, and I keep seeing videos about it. But they are bottom of the table. They are literally rock bottom. Big up Koala in the chat says, come on Jamaica. I want an underdog story today. I'm yet to see an underdog beat a big team yet. So I'm hoping that we see a nice little underdog story. What does that cup say, Mina? Oh, you missed the explanation. It's a cruel world. That's what it means. A little finance joke. You know me, I'm a sucker for cheesy jokes. And a newly created Charlotte beat Chelsea on pens. I didn't know this. Clearly, I don't pay attention to other teams' pre-seasons, because why would I? Why would I? Got no interest in that. But France are now trying to build up from the back again. I have not seen one shot on goal, guys. I haven't seen one shot on goal. And the ref plays on. There was a foul shout for Jamaica, but the ref plays on. I actually wrote an article about the French Federation, and it came out today, just in time for their first game, because of their new ban in their country. Wasn't it this France team where the one player set up a beat down on another player? Because that was PSG, but they do play for France. Those players do play for France. So yeah, that was the case. I can't remember what her name is. Hamira was set up by another woman for. I don't know if it. I don't. You know me. I'm not gonna say rumors, but I don't know if it was because she'd taken her place, but it was also set up by Eric Abidal because they were both having an affair with him. He was cheating on his wife, and they were both having an affair with him. No, sorry, I mistold that story. The player, Hamira was her name. She was set up by this teammate of hers because she had taken her spot, and also because this player had found out that she was having an affair with Abidal. And I don't know if she was having an affair too, but that's basically the gist of the story. It's a bit of a wild story, guys. It's a bit of a wild story. France with a lot of problems at the moment, mad stuff. They've banned people who wear headscarves from playing football. So if you wear a headscarf and you play for a semi-professional team, if you play for a grassroots team, if you play for a professional team, you can't play football. You are banned from playing football unless you take it off. And it's quite similar to FIFA used to have this rule in like 2007, but it wasn't specifically targeting headscarves. It was targeting all headwear. So the yarmulkes, all of that kind of stuff. It was headscarves, anything on your head, you couldn't wear it. And then they cancelled it. They cancelled that ban. Same with FIBA. The same rule applied in basketball for all headwear. And then they revoked it, and then you're allowed to wear a headscarf and any religious headwear. But the French Federation have gone to court, and they're trying to pass the law in Parliament. So as of right now, the law still stands, and they are being fought against by a bunch of Muslim girls who play football in France. They've literally taken on the French Football Federation. So I wrote an article about it, talking about the impact it has, and how it's quite funny that this World Cup is probably going to see the first ever player that wears a headscarf at a World Cup for Morocco. And if the World Cup was happening in France, she wouldn't be able to play. She wouldn't be able to play. So I wrote this article. It came out today, and France have a lot of problems. It's not just this. They've got right now. This is funny because I don't want to turn this into a whole topic of religion or whatever, but there's about 4 players in the French starting lineup right now that are Muslim. So it's kind of crazy. Dean Henderson can play with a hat. Facts. People can play with it. If you can play, but he's a goalkeeper. But even still, if you can play with a cap in football, I don't know why. And the reason France's reasoning is that their reasoning is that there should be no political or religious affiliation when you're on a pitch. But it basically stops people from playing football because people will always pick their faith. So that's why I'm rooting for Jamaica right now. I want Jamaica to win. And they've got a whole load of problems. They were stopping players from fasting at international camp during Ramadan. What else were they doing? They were doing so much stuff. They stopped in the French league. They wouldn't allow breaks, like a 1-minute break for players to. They wouldn't allow a 1-minute break for players to break their fast if it was a match day. Why can't FIFA overrule France's rules when it comes to football? Because this is a rule they're passing in their country. The government are going to pass the rule. The French Federation won the court case, and now the government... So it's like if the FA were to pass a rule, and as a result of that, the FA take it to the UK government and the Prime Minister passes it. That's literally it. Jamaica are literally on they are on them. They are actually on them. I think they've spent equal time in each other's halves. France have not been a threat at all. They've not been a threat at all. I know they're missing quite a few players. Come on, Jamaica. I do think blaming some of the losses on pre-season form is wrong. It's only been like 6 weeks since they played together for basically a year. I'm not sure what you're referencing here. Are you referencing Manchester United men's team? It's only been like 6 weeks. True, it's been 6 weeks since they've played together. So it's pre-season is just an opportunity for fitness, I think. Sorry. That's it. France out here doing the most. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. It's freedom of speech. We live in a world of freedom of speech, only when it suits people. Did you hear Gaultier's comments? No, I didn't. What did he say this time? But no, guys, no political slander, no religious slander, none of that in the chat. Just because, you know, it's a vibe along. We're here for a good vibe, guys. Jamaica just building up from the back. It's interesting. Oh, that's a good switch. It's interesting that this Jamaica team are one of the best in the Caribbean, but they're just not backed by their federation. Like, you have the best goal scorer in the world. You should build a team around her that is comfortable to compete on the international stage. Ooh, she nearly got on there. She nearly poached that there. I think France could have a mistake in them. They remind me of England yesterday. That England game was... That game. Friday against Denmark. Another vibe along here. 9:30 in the morning, I think. Or 10. Was it 9? I think it's 9:30. I can't remember exactly. But another vibe along on Friday for that. I hope Jamaica could get a goal right now. I wouldn't be too mad about it. I'll be here for it. They got another throw in. The throw-in is in France's end. The amount of foul throws that I've seen in the World Cup is crazy. It's crazy the amount of foul throws I've seen. I think, there you go, France are now on the counter-attack. Oh, the physicality of Jamaica, yeah. They aren't matching up to it. It's the same thing as Haiti yesterday with England. England could not match up to their physicality. I hope people can learn about the countries like Haiti and France through football. 100%. And I also feel like one thing I like about the World Cup is that you learn a lot about other countries that you wouldn't really be exposed to in international football all the time. There's 8 countries making their debut right now. There's 8 countries making their debut at the World Cup. Not sure why you would be mad at the team you supported. I'm trying to be a neutral. This ain't a hate along, innit? I'm not KG right now. This is not a hate along. This is a vibe along. So one minute I might be saying come on France. Next minute I might be saying come on Jamaica. Jamaica still got the ball in France's half. Can they get the ball into the box? Try to take a shot. It gets blocked. Falls to a Jamaica player. Still got the ball. And France are just putting in a foot everywhere. They're just putting in a foot hoping that someone gets on the end of it. They're defending for their lives right now. And Jamaica have matched them up in terms of tenacity, in terms of physicality. Who reaches the last 8 minutes? This is a good question. I'm going to answer it because I've got pins and needles right now, guys, in my leg. So I'm just trying to slap my leg so that I don't have pins and needles. I think Vietnam is playing too. Yeah, they are. They just lost to the USA yesterday. Or 2 days ago, I think it was. Or was it yesterday? But they are making their debut. Philippines making their debut. Panama, Portugal, imagine. Portugal, who dominate men's football, have just made their debut in the World Cup this year. Morocco, and I can't remember who the other 2 teams were. But there's 8 teams. But who reaches the last 8? I say the last 8 will be the Netherlands, USA, England, Spain, Japan. Who else? Spain, Japan, France, and that last spot I'm not too sure. I think like it's between USA, like it's USA's trophy to lose. They've won it twice in a row. They've won 4 out of the last 8 World Cups. This is the 9th World Cup. So, big up Palmeiras in the chat. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you are well. Hope you're having a good day. Big up Dean says, Jamaica, my country of birth. We are all rooting for Jamaica right now. Or was I meant to be a neutral? I can't remember, guys. But I'm rooting for Jamaica. When we went out for the United View team lunch, we went to a Jamaican place. And I love Jamaican food. Jamaican cuisine, yeah. If you have not tried it, make sure you do try it at some point in your lifetime. Because I think I've had it I grew up in an area where there's a lot of Jamaican food places. So I used to have it a lot growing up. But Jamaican food, top tier. And that's why I'm rooting for Jamaica right now. And that's why I want Jamaica to win. But I hope everybody's having a good day. Let me know what you think of the game so far. It's actually been a boring game the first 20 minutes. We've spent more time talking about Manchester United than we have talking about the game. Neither team's looking quite threatening in front of goal. They look like they're just passing it around. A lot of French fans in the crowd. It's crazy that Australia is cold at this time of the year and it's summer. Time zones is a very weird thing, guys. I need to try halal Jamaican food. You can find a lot of halal Jamaican restaurants. Like every restaurant I've been to has been halal. So it could be easy to find. Jerk chicken. I didn't have jerk chicken. That's too spicy for me. I had curry goat with rice and peas, plantain, what else? All of that stuff. What did Owen order? We all had the same thing, but I think Josh was the only one that had a vegetarian menu. But we all had it was like lots of platters basically, and Flex made Owen a plate of all this stuff, all this different food. So it had gravy, curry goat, jerk chicken, rice and peas, plantain. Jamaica with the ball outside of the box. They get caught. That's a smart tackle. That's a tactical tackle. And that is my Gayoro. Gayoro, I told you guys, number 8 for France is my player to watch. She just got dragged back by Primus. Atlanta Primus. That sounds like a car name. No offense, guys, but that sounds like a car name. That's pretty. I just can't get over Jamaica's kit, man. It's too nice. It's 16 degrees in my German city, lol, but nothing like Australia. I don't even know what the weather is right now in London. I know it's cold. I know it's rainy. I know it's windy, but I don't, unless it's over 20 degrees, I don't know what the weather is. Big up everyone. Big up to yourself, Troy. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're having a great, is it still morning? Yes, a great Sunday morning. Not around where I live. Okay, I think you could find, I'm sure you can find at least one halal Jamaican food place. Or if you ever come to London, I will recommend places to go to that's halal. A car, yeah, one of the players is called, one of Jamaica's midfielders is called Atlanta Primus. Are you telling me that doesn't sound like a car brand? Or a car make of a brand? Maybe it's because Primus sounds like Prius. France put a ball into the box and Jamaica get rid of it. They're going to try catch them on the counter, but they're just too slow on the counter. Big up JP, says morning Mina. Morning JP, I hope you are doing well. Happy Sunday, guys. Can you tell that I'm a weekend person? Because when I start streams on a weekday, I don't say happy Wednesday or happy Tuesday. But when it's Saturday, Sunday, I say happy Saturday, happy Sunday, because I am a weekend person. I wish the weekends were 3 days a week. I don't know who made up the fact that weekends should be for 2 days. I think it should be equal. I think 3.5 days should be a weekday, and then 3.5 days should be a weekend. That only makes sense. Maybe not Atlanta. The Primo, whatever the name was, is possible for a model name. Yeah, the Primus. Primus. That sounds like a car name. That sounds like the make of a Cat D car Martial is. How is Martial just catching a stray bullet? He's not even... We haven't spoken about Martial. We haven't mentioned him. We haven't... Literally, JP just came in and just bam, bam, bam. Just straight away. Firing shots left, right, centre. Bam, bam, bam. Big up Lux Hill. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Barbie Minna, what's good? I actually want to go watch the Barbie movie. I'm making plans with my family to go see it. So I'm excited to actually go watch it. If anybody has watched it in the chat, please tell me if it's as good as everybody is saying it is. because all I'm seeing is people saying it's a 10 out of 10, and I don't know if people are saying that for the sake of it. Mina been rocking hoodies lately. It's cold, Koala. It's cold where I am. Honestly, if anyone's in the UK right now, you know the weather sucks. It's 9 Celsius at the game. That's cold. 9 Celsius is basically like me going to a football game in November. Nah, I couldn't do that. I'm still traumatized from a time I went to a United game in December. It was pouring rain. I was sitting right like near the touchline, so the rain was on me. And we lost 1-0 to Everton, I remember. And then I had a long trip back to London, and then I got sick. I've watched the old Barbies, but that's not relevant. You didn't strike me as a Barbie guy. You did not strike me as a Barbie guy. I want France's number 7 at United. Troy Taylor, ball. Because I said this last season. Should I even try to pronounce her name? I'm going to see how many names I can butcher on this stream. But her name is Sakina. I know she's Arab by ethnicity, but by nationality she's French. But her name is Sakina Karchaoui. I assume it's pronounced Karchaoui because that's a North African name. But I've said that I wanted her at United last year. I went to see her. I saw her play against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge for PSG, and I was sold on her. Rain settings got me ruined. It got my crepes mash up. Honestly, I don't even wear nice trainers in the rain anymore. I just wear my Crocs. I just wear my Crocs all the time. France are not making much with their counter-attacks. They're playing long ball and inshallah. That's what they're doing right now. Was it Calvin Lewin scored against us last minute? Yes, Calvin Lewin scored against us last minute. I was so sad that day. And I was so sick. The next day, I had a flu, everything. I couldn't move. And obviously, I was drenched in rain. And I'm sitting, there's already leaks in the stadium. So it's kind of peak. Every time Jamaica get the ball out wide, they take a touch, and it's always just a heavy touch. That's peak. The roof dripping on you, and United holding an L against Liverpool. Honestly, I took 3 L's that day. I missed my train. I got drenched. We lost. By the time I got home, it was so late. The ch in her name is probably pronounced as sh. Okay, so it's Karshui. Really? I don't know. That don't sound right. I'm going to watch Oppenheim. My male cousins are watching Barbie because of Margot Robbie. Oh man, that's a funny one. I want to watch both movies. But to be honest, I haven't watched a lot of, what's his name? Christopher Nolan. I ain't watched a lot of Christopher Nolan movies. I saw a little infographic yesterday that was ranking all his movies, and a lot of them had 89, 92, 93% positive ratings. So I'm like, maybe I'm missing out. I don't watch a lot of movies, so maybe I should actually start watching all these good movies allegedly. French and their names. Honestly, I can't pronounce it, so I don't want to butcher it, because all I've been doing is butchering names on stream the last couple of days. I'm like Owen, I'm just ruining names. Always boys with Margot from what's the hype about her? Let me Google her. What is the hype about her? I don't get it. Margot. She just looks like any woman to me. Like, Australian actress. Have I watched her in any movies? That's what I need to know. She's only 33. She looks a lot older than that. Alright, let's see. Oh, she's in Wolf of Wall Street. Okay, I've watched Wolf of Wall Street, and I've watched Suicide Squad. She's that girl in Suicide Squad. What's that character called? I forgot what the character called it. But she's... Okay, I remember her now. And she's won a lot of awards, by the way. She's got a lot of awards. And she's been nominated for a lot of stuff. Damn. But obviously, I know you guys are not watching it because... I know you guys are not watching the movie because she's been nominated for a lot of stuff. I know that for sure. I know you guys are watching for other reasons. 30 minutes into the game, Cascarino is getting playing time when she couldn't even get playing time at Manchester United. Says a lot. Says a lot. You can play for your national team and Manchester United will just bench you all the time. Harley Quinn, there you go. Thank you, Koala. I was trying to remember the character's name that she played in Suicide Squad. That's where I remember her from. But she looks normal to me. Like, I'm shocked to see that people are saying they're gonna watch it for that reason. But I would definitely be worth for research purposes. You guys are gonna be taking you're gonna snatch a random kid off the street, a random little girl, and say, "Come, let me take you to watch Barbie," so it don't look weird that I'm watching it by myself. Is that what you guys are on? But I will let you know if it's a good movie, because I'm definitely planning to watch it. She's in her pro-feminist Barbie movie, but still objectified here. What, the world is crazy. The world is unusual. But guys, it's been 31 minutes, and I don't think I've seen a shot on target. Or I don't think I've seen a threatening shot on target. Looks like it might be another free kick to France. Oh, she's pretty. Oh, wow. She's really pretty. Sorry, guys. I just got distracted for a second. But she is... France's number 7. The woman whose name I was trying to pronounce. Sakina Karachaoui. Or I'm just going to call her Sakina in it, because me and her, we're on a first name basis now. She's wearing makeup to play football. And I always find it interesting when footballers are wearing makeup to play football. Margot Robbie was fire in Wolf of Wall Street. I feel like watching it again. I saw it on Netflix the other day. I was like, shall I watch it again? But I don't know if I could sit through that long of a movie again. I feel like since COVID, guys, again, I don't know if this is applicable to you. My attention span to sit down and watch stuff, if it's not football or it's not short content like TV shows, I can't sit down to watch a 2-hour, 3-hour movie. Alright, let's talk about United and how Wan-Bissaka turned into a striker for a few minutes. Do you guys think this Højlund deal is actually going to get over the line? Because PSG selling Mbappe has now made me a bit worried. Also, I saw a little hypothetical that said if PSG are willing to do a swap and money for Harry Kane and Mbappe, would that be crazy to see Mbappe playing at Spurs? Again, I don't see him coming to Spurs because I think that's awfully unrealistic, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities. But I am worried now about this Højlund deal because of... I'm worried about it because of PSG. And PSG, I love a good, what's the word? Dramatic, theatre-like behaviour. Who does not like that? Because I like it. I want to see the team just catch fire and just everybody hates each other, the manager, the owners, the players, all of that stuff. I want to see that stuff. And when I saw that Mbappe news, I was like, yes, this is my entertainment. It's nice to have entertainment in the summer window when there's no football and it's nothing to do with your club. I think that's pretty cool. I like that. But I don't know where Mbappe is going to go, honestly. I just, realistically, I don't see him coming to anywhere in the Premier League. So that's that. But people are saying United is a possibility, which I'm just like, I don't know. I don't see that happening unless we're giving him... Whose money are we giving? I don't know whose money we're giving him. Mbappe is not going Spurs. I doubt he would. I think Spurs fans are just being a bit too optimistic. Spurs can't afford to pay Mbappe 1 million a week, never happening. You know, either way in this situation, Mbappe wins. He wins because he gets a year break of not playing. Oh, France on the counter attack. Goes wide. Is she gonna have a shot? She has a shot straight into. Oh, the keeper just bats it out for a corner. She could have caught that. But what I was gonna say was, what was I gonna say? Mbappe wins either way. He's gonna get paid regardless, or he's gonna get his move. So either way, he's won. He's still gonna go to the Euros with France next year. They will take him, whether or not he plays club football or not. So he's chilling. I like drama, just not at my club. Facts. Big facts. There were Arsenal fans beefing each other in the stadium yesterday. Banned the club. I saw it. I don't think it's anything to do with the result, obviously. But maybe something happened. But I was just laughing the way that the internet just circulated that video of Arsenal fans fighting. Ooh, corner in. That was actually, the corner was actually going in. That corner was actually going in. And she headed it over the crossbar. If she hadn't touched it, the keeper got her hands to it. The keeper did get her hands to it. She punched it away, but it's a goal kick. The ref has given a goal kick. France are knocking on the door right now. They're knocking on the door. Let Mbappe go to Saudi. No way he goes to Saudi. Even they could offer him $1 billion for a year, and I don't see him going there, because he doesn't strike me as someone to go to Saudi, especially so young. And also he's generational. That's a generational talent. That is not a foul. That is not a foul. She's milking it. Sakina is milking it. Obviously, we're on a first name basis, so I can say her first name. But Khadija Shaw, she went late in a tackle, but it didn't look like she caught her. And she got booked for it. I really need this Jamaica kit, guys. I really need... Oh, she did. She stepped on her foot. She did catch her. She's really pretty, guys. I don't know if you guys are watching, but number 7 for France is a very pretty girl. MashaAllah. She's Muslim, so I'm going to say that. Here you go, pyramid scheme. But the thing is, guys, why are we objectifying women footballers? Because, okay, I was going to say women don't do that to men footballers, but they do. So I'm just going to... Let me just see myself out. They offered 1 year, then go to Madrid after 1 season. But that's a waste. He wants to stay in Europe. This guy wants to play in the Champions League. I don't see him going. And also, Qatar and Saudi, they've got decent political relation now after the whole blockade. I don't know if you guys followed it, but the whole blockade. Yeah, blockade. You know when you say a word so much, guys, that it starts to sound like you're saying it wrong. That's what just happened to me. But the blockade, when the Middle Eastern countries turned on Qatar, that was a couple years of beef. They sorted their beef out, but they're still on a bit of shaky terms. Politically, they're still a bit shaky. So I'll be shocked if PSG was to sell to Saudis. I'll be real, PSG should have seen this coming. Nasser Al Khalifi bent over backwards to keep him last summer. Knowing full well he's football's biggest mercenary. The crazy thing is, guys, I said this I think I said it last week. Kylian Mbappe's mum runs the show. She runs his career, everything. And she's probably got a big part to play in everything that's happening right now. And you know what she is? She's a North African woman who don't take shit from anyone. So, Nasser Al Khalifi has met his match. He is two strong characters, two strong cultures that have strong characters. He's met his match, man. Free kick for Jamaica. It's just, the guys, this is a poor game. I thought this was going to be a good game, and I'm hoping Jamaica just nick it. Blockade. Listen, guys, I've got pronunciation problems. You guys know that. English ain't my first language. English is not my first language. But I'm curious to see where Mbappe ends up. Imagine he ends up at Chelsea. I'm already mad that Chelsea are currently linked to Kudus. I'm not happy about that one. I hope they don't get him. But then again, Arsenal were linked to him as well, so I hope Arsenal don't get him either. I would like United to get him, but obviously that's never going to happen. Another free kick to Jamaica, this time just outside of France's box. I don't think I've seen Jamaica take a shot on goal. Mum power going strong. Shout out to the mummers, boys. His mum runs the show, man. She's like Rabiot's mum. She runs the show. Just apparently she's a bit more likable. I don't know how true that is, but I read it in an article. But she runs the show. She says jump, everyone says how high. Let's see if this is... Do you think they're going to take a shot on goal from this free kick? It's a bit far out. Looks like it's about 30 yards out. Khadija Shaw stepping up to take it. Since when does she take free kicks? She's probably just going to strike it. She's going for goal, man. She's going for goal. This kit is so nice, man. And it's Khadija Shaw. Oh, and it's a save from the keeper on target. Or was that going wide? That went wide. But that was a pretty decent attempt. It was a low shot through the wall. Just went a little bit wide. Just actually past the wall. I would have just put it over the wall because the wall didn't even bother to jump. The wall did not even bother to jump there. It's alright if Chelsea buy Kudus. It'll be like Bakayoko all over again. Can you respect Kudus, please? Can you respect him? Put some respect on Kudus' name. That's a star boy. That's Ghana's next biggest talent. That's Ghana's next biggest talent. But I don't think he's made to come to the Premier League yet, in my opinion. I think he should stay in Ajax. Or he should go somewhere like... I don't know. I could see him playing for like an AC Milan, maybe. I could see him playing... yeah, I could see him playing maybe for somewhere that has like a big man in front of him. Because he plays in that 10. It's a good game because it is passing the eye test, if you know what I mean. # number 7. I shouldn't have started this, guys. I should not have started this. It was just a slight observation that I was making. I respect Kudus. Oh, okay. I meant in terms of Chelsea ruining talent. Yeah. I think I was watching the Chelsea and Spurs game yesterday. Was it Chelsea and Brighton? Sorry. And they've got a lot of good players, but I'm just like, I'm not sold on it. I'm not sold on this Chelsea team. I don't know what it is. But then they could also come out and shock everyone just because it was a bad season they had last year. So I think that's possible as well. I see him at PSG. PSG is a sinking ship right now. Have you seen that they've basically told a bunch of players that they can't train with the first team, they can't come on pre-season tour? Obviously, Mbappe is one of them. Gini Wijnaldum is one of them. Paredes is one of them. There's like 6 or 7 players, senior players, that have been told that they have to train individually and they can't come to training with the senior team and they cannot go on the tour, which to me is kind of weird. That's kind of like weird. I get you're trying to push your players out. You're trying to push these players out. But if no one wants to buy them, what are you going to do? Imagine United started doing that. Do you think United should do that? Players that they want to get rid of, just bam, make them sit. Make them sit out of training sessions. Because that's crazy to me. Imagine like having Harry Maguire training by himself. Imagine having Harry Maguire training by himself because you want him out of the club but nobody wants to buy him. France just see it out for a goal kick. I need to check the stats of this game because I was meant to do that before. I'm quite curious to see the stats because I feel like there's not really... Yeah, there you go. Not really much in these stats so far. France have had 2 shots. Jamaica have had none. France have had 1 shot on target. Jamaica have had none. That's it. That's all the stats have to share for us. The stats have nothing else. They've got nothing else to like. Come on, give me a little something. Give me. I don't want to see the odds because I don't even know what these odds mean. Okay, there you go. See, the possession is actually a lot more closer than I thought it was. 59% possession for France against 41% for Jamaica, and everything else is just pretty pointless stats. All we have to know is that they've had 2 shots on goal and only 1 on target. That's just poor. That's just poor. That's just poor. Stat woman Mina Opto about to sponsor. I wish. Oh, that is a ham. That looked like a handball. She got fouled and it looked like it was a handball. Last 5 seconds, so I need to, stop my stopwatch. It'll stop my, not my stopwatch. If you lot knew I was drinking right now, I know SJ would be disappointed with me. It's what Juve did as well. Maybe it's a European thing. Maybe it's something that European teams do, where they just stop, where they keep players out basically. 5 minutes of extra time. What do you guys think of this game so far? Because I'll tell you, it's been crap. It's been a crap game. in terms of talent, France maybe are not. This is why a lot of people did not put France in their like teams to watch, favorites, all of that stuff. Big up to Suleiman. Big up to Mike. Sorry, says Salam alaikum. Mina, apologies for lateness. Alaikum salam. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're good. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're enjoying the football this morning. Still morning time. I feel like I've been awake for like 10 years. I'm not even watching. Where can I watch? If you're in the UK, it's on ITV1. All the games are on ITV1 and BBC One during the competition. But this game is on ITV1. Minute opening the mango flavoured haram drink. No comment. No comment. I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. It is what it is. I am thinking of doing a FIFA stream today because if you guys do remember, I'm this close to winning the Premier League. I'm this close. And I'm in the Europa League final. And we've only got like 4 games left. I promised, I would come on stream wearing a suit for the last few games. But imagine I come on stream wearing a suit and I end up choking the last games because I changed the difficulty settings. So if you guys think I should do a FIFA stream today, let me know. But it's a free kick outside of the box for France. Looks like they're going to whip a ball into the box. Let's see if someone can get on the end of it and break this deadlock. But I don't see it happening. And now I've just said that, so I think I've jinxed it. 2 minutes into extra time. Still 3 minutes to go. Is it in-swinger? Okay, she's repositioning the ball. Wasting a bit of time. I don't know why you're wasting time. It's extra time. Is it in-swinger into the box? What a waste that was. They have to take it again. Because the ref's not happy with some little pushing and whatnot in the box. Again, another in-swinger. Let's go. Let's see if they can put a good ball in. Decent ball, front post. Oh, they let it run. And Jamaica managed to clear it out. It's been a poor game from France. It's been a poor game. I'm being lazy in bed. I don't want to go downstairs to watch it. When I had a TV in my bedroom, I never left my bedroom. I never ever left my bedroom. And I think that's the worst thing I ever did. Oh, what a ball. Ooh, what a ball. In-swinger. Keeper didn't even need to get a finger to it because it was going wide. And she's just giving them a corner. Madri, she's a baller. Number 10 for France. Impressive. But yeah, having a TV in your bedroom is bad etiquette, guys. I would not recommend it. I would not recommend it. There's times I didn't even know who would be in my house. I wouldn't know where my siblings were, all of that stuff. Another corner in. Can Diani get on the end of it? Puts another ball in. Oh my god. Tries to do a little high flag kick. Doesn't get on the end of that. They're just crossing. This is just cross and inshallah. Just praying for the best every time they cross the ball in. And France might get caught on the counter. But they don't. Ooh, what a touch. Shot. Ooh, deflection. Just sent it wide. Skimmed the post. A deflection skimmed the post. That could have opened the scoring. That shot, the keeper had it as well. It took a heavy deflection from the Jamaica defender. Hit her knee. Literally just went wide. She's very lucky. Very, very lucky. And another corner. Another corner for France. Let's see. Let's see if they do anything with this. It's Madri with the ball in. Good ball into the box. And Jamaica get it away. They get it back into the box. Jamaica get it away. Jamaica get it away again. And France hoof the ball over. They're milking a bit of these fouls. I can't lie. They're milking a bit of these fouls. France doing a Sean Dyche. They really are. They are really in their Sean Dyche bag right now. Because it's just cross and inshallah pray for the best. You will find they're just crossing it and thinking, yeah, gonna find someone in there. And it's half time. Guys. There's no need for me to do a halftime analysis because that was a very, average performance from France. They've not dominated. It seems like a lot of these players are still learning to play with each other. A lot of these players are learning to play with each other, if that makes sense. But for me, that is Jamaica will go into that half happy with the result right now. They'll be happy with the result, in my opinion. But let me just update this. Mina, what was your impression of the lads last night? Should we talk about the game last night, guys? Should we have a little chat about the game? I was impressed. I think I'm happy for Jadon Sancho. When I watched back the goal and like the way that he was playing during the game, I was just thinking, yeah, this is the Sancho I want to see. And he's shown that he can do it. So hopefully he can maintain it at that level. But I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear you guys' thoughts as well. But I was impressed with Sancho. Who else was I impressed with? I was impressed with Kobe, as per usual. I think Kobe's been the most impressive player this preseason. I need to go and watch the videos on United View. Because I saw this morning that they have an interview with, what's his name? Benny McCarthy? AKA Quinton. So I saw that. So I need to go watch that. But I want to hear you guys' thoughts of it. Camera moving mad for anyone else. It might just be you. It might be that dodgy charger you got, Suleiman. It might be that dodgy charger that you got. Lindelof, yeah, his penalty was good, but he's the Iceman, innit? We know what he scores. We know what he can score. Heaton impressed me. Heaton impressed me too. He was pretty impressive. I think he might have a shout for being backup keeper next season. Maybe that's why United didn't want to get rid. Because they want him to be the backup keeper. Which I was hoping we'd see Onana play. But clearly Ten Hag is waiting to like ease him in. I was hoping that we'd get to see him play. Am I lagging? I hope I'm not lagging. Kobe, Jadon, Wan-Bissaka, Martinez, Heaton all impressed me in the first half. For me, I think I'm really impressed with Kobe Mainoo, and I know I talk about it a lot, but I'm really impressed with the way that he's taken his chances. Like, pre-season, man, you take your chance, you get with it or get lost. That's my favourite slogan, guys. That's my favourite slogan. You either get with it or get lost. And I saw Bruno like talking about him after the game, which was nice. That was cute. Although we won, it proves we need a striker. 100%. We can't go into the rest of the season with a false nine throughout the season. I'm trying to update my scoreboard and it's just not updating. You see, guys, this whole technical stuff is not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. I think Onana for the second half against Real. Are we playing Real Madrid in pre-season? I didn't know that. This is how you know I don't know anyone that we're playing in pre-season, guys. This is how you know I don't know anything. Why is my scoreboard not updating? I hate this. I really didn't know. Who else are we playing in pre-season, guys? Because guys, you know what it is? I am like in teleportation. I'm trying to update my scoreboard, but my thing is moving a bit brazy right now. There you go. We hear sirens again. Hire me, Mina. I'll be your Dave. Listen, if you're good at technology and you want to update my scoreboard for me, please let me know, guys. Let me know. Because I know, Wrexham. We're playing Wrexham. I know we're playing Wrexham as well. Who else are we playing? I know we got a game at United at Old Trafford. I know that. But I'm trying to figure out who else. Because we got a lot of pre-season games. And also, guys, You know how there's always sirens in my background? This just shows you how there's always something happening in London. You know that this is literally telling us there's always something happening in London, and there's always, because there's never been a time where I'm streaming and there's not sirens. There's never been a time that I'm recording a video and there's not sirens. There is always some sort of sirens in the back. But I don't know, I can't tell the difference between ambulance and police. So sometimes they could be ambulance, sometimes they could be police. I just say it's just police sirens all the time. And that's how you know myself and like even Owen has the same issue. This is what it's like living in London. This is what it's like. Yeah, it's gonna get better. It's just while I update my scoreboard for some reason. The thing is, I don't know if you guys can see, obviously, on the screen where it says first half, it should have updated to say second half now, but it's not updating. So I might just leave it like that so the stream can just run normal. Otherwise, we're gonna have a lot of problems. A lot of problems. You know what? If people don't complain, I will leave it like that. If no one complains, as long as you guys promise not to complain about, because you know on United View, you start the stream for like a match view. First thing people say, update the scoreboard. You haven't even pressed start. The game hasn't even kicked off. Update the scoreboard. Which part of London are you from? I'm from the best part of London. Simple as that, guys. I am from the best part of London. Are you along the A13? I don't even know where that is. Where is the A13 even? Oh, my bad. You weren't even talking to me. Oops. London is a big city. More people, more problems. Pretty simple. I would love to live in the country. I would love to live in the country. And when I say in the country, I don't mean like in a farm or something. But like, I wouldn't mind being a small city girl. Living in a small city, you know, when you get milk delivered to your door. You got a milkman. All of that kind of stuff. But then again, I love London so much, I don't think I could do that. I love London way too much. First half minute, definitely supporting JA. Absolutely. My favourite, was it Real Bad Man Madalena Shots? I'm joking. I was gonna start singing. a Vibes Cartel song, but I'm not gonna do that. Minna was scared for her life answering that question. Bear man outside her yard asking for the plug for her drip. You guys know what my plug is. Honestly, I just like, if you guys realise, I just like colours. I like coloured stuff, and I just like to wear hoodies all the time. So I'm a simple person. I see a nice hoodie, I get it. It doesn't have to be like heavily branded stuff. And when I mean heavily branded, I mean like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, that kind of stuff. I like other brands. Minna's defo from South because Minna's always on smoke. I've been to South London I think twice in my entire life. There's no reason for me to ever go to South London. Come live in Wales, Minna. Peaceful-ish over here. You know what? I got a funny story about Wales. I went to Wales. I went to Cardiff. And I had a full English breakfast for £4. I couldn't believe it. This was just post-COVID, I think it was, 2021, end of 2021. And I went to see family. We went to have breakfast one morning. And we went to an English cafe. I had a full English breakfast, halal, of course. And it was £4. I couldn't believe it. A full English in London is like £8, £9, £10. I was so impressed. That made me think, maybe living in this side of London isn't too bad after all. Maybe living in this side of the world, wouldn't be too bad after all. So Wales definitely has its pros. I'll be honest, it's got its pros. But it depends, I think, of what part of Wales you're in. I think it depends what part of Wales you're in. Cardiff is good for food, yeah. I went to, I think, one other food place, which is alright. But Cardiff was very impressive. Oh, so that's what I can do. Okay. I'm learning a lot, guys. I should clearly test out stuff before I come on stream, because I'm just learning on the go right now. I'm literally just learning on the go. If I do that, and then I do that, does that work? No, it doesn't work. That. What a shame. London is extortionate. Honestly, where is this? London is listen, yeah. You go outside in London. If you just breathe, you spent £20. If you just breathe, that's why I don't like to go out, because if I go out, I just spend like money, and it's ridiculous at this point. You go to the cinema, 2 tickets, snacks will come up to like £45-50. When I take my nephews to the cinema, it's so traumatic because they just want to get everything: popcorn, sweets, drinks, all of that stuff, and I'm just like, oh, my bank account. But it's horrible. It's really horrible. 20 quid now. Yeah, I remember when I used to go to a cafe in near my university. This was like 8 years ago, and breakfast was £4.50 when I first started the university, and then by the time I was finishing the university, breakfast had gone up to £9. Newcastle is about a fiver. Ooh, you guys are intriguing me to come try out should I make that a series where I go to different cities in London and try out breakfast and see how much it costs? But honestly, London expensive. It's now £8.50 because of inflation. Me and my homies hate inflation. We hate inflation. In London, I just sat in the park and watched people play football. I'm very simple. The thing is, you can go to I don't mind going to the park when the weather's nice, but it seems like in London, that is not the case often. So what do I do then? At that point, what do I do? Do I just watch people from my window? That's a bit creepy if I start watching people from the window. Someone might call the police on me. I can't. You can. I can't. You can. What kind of films do I like? Oh, that's a good question. I'm a simple person, guys. I like rom-coms. I know you lot are gonna laugh at me, but I like rom-coms. I won't say gangster movies, but I like black movies. If that sounds, I know that sounds stupid, but things like Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood is one of my favorite movies. But my favorite movie of all time is White Chicks. That is my favorite movie of all time. It's my kind of comedy. I like comedy movies. I do watch like Marvel and, you know, the mainstream type of movies. The last movie I watched in cinema was actually the Spider-Man, the cartoon, whatever it's called. That was the last movie I watched recently. I watched the Mario movie, which was pretty good. I like that. Again, you can tell I'm watching cartoons, so I'm not watching it by myself. I'm watching it with kids. But before that, I think the last time I watched it, I can't remember the last movie I watched in cinema. Black Panther 2 just was disappointing for me. I watched it when it came out on stream. It was just disappointing. When I go cinema, I think I got one on my bank account. Word to 21 Savage. Yeah, it's, guys, the cost of living is cost of living right now. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Any sort of social activity, you spend ridiculous money to go out. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, let me see if I keep it like this. Let me keep my thing like this. You're a good aunt, Mina. I'm not a good aunt. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You can't praise me for being a good aunt. It's my job. It's my job, guys. Have any of you guys got nieces and nephews, and how are you with them? That's what I want to know. The second half is getting ready to start. I don't have money for movies. I don't pay for, when I go cinema, I ain't paying for myself. I can't lie. But my nephews, nieces, I'll do that. Alright, let me just update my scoreboard, guys. I'm not updating this, man. I ain't updating this. I'm gonna slap on the start time as they get ready for kickoff. There you go, and they've started. Let's go. What's your day job, Mina, if you don't mind me asking? I work in football. I work in football full time. I used to have jobs before that, but as of right now, football is my thing. Phone call from bank manager saying, big man thing, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. You know what my favourite thing to do, guys? You know what my favourite thing to do is when I go out, if I don't, shout out to my siblings. I don't know if any of them are watching this, but shout out to my siblings, because if I go out with one of my sisters, I know I don't even have to bring out my bank card. And that's why I love going out with her. I love going out with her. She's also my favourite sibling, but I enjoy going out with her. So I know that even if I go out without her, there's a ball in from Jamaica. I know even if I go out without her, if I just send her a request on Monzo, she'll just send me money all the time. And France on the counter attack, Jamaica trying to get back, and she absolutely clattered her. Jamaica's physicality, it can't match up with France right now. I got baby cousins, but I'm trying to sort myself out before I can take care of them. Yeah, I'm lucky, I'm in a position where I can do things with like my nieces and nephews. So I like to do that, and yeah, it's your job. It's true. It is my job. It is my job, guys. It is my job. And also, yeah, like you said, like SJ said, I'm the youngest. So, I spoil my nieces and nephews because I was spoiled as a kid myself. So you got to return it. You got to return the favor. But it's a free kick from France on the edge of the box. Looks like they're going to try she could go for goal for it, or she looks like she's going to whip it into the box. But France definitely need to score because Jamaica have shut down their game plan for the entire game. Their game plan has been shut down. I like this kit way too much, guys. I know I keep saying it, but every time they zoom in on the players, I'm just in awe of the kit. It's right up my aisle. And then ball in. It's a low one. She tries to flick it, but it hits the Jamaica player, and it's out for another corner. It's another corner to France. Jamaica have defended well. They've defended well. They should be proud of themselves for now. If they see it out, then it will be a good result. Another in-swinging corner. And Jamaica get rid of it again. But France get it back. Trying to get a ball into the box again. I told you guys, crossing inshallah. And Jamaica are trying to start a counter-attack. And they can if they get the ball to Khadija Shaw, which they managed to do so, but it just runs by. I tried to catch them on the counter. Clearly France are there for the taking right now. Some really good kits in this World Cup. There really is. And it's also like they've stocked it up in the Nike store and the Adidas store and all of that stuff, so that you can get it if you want the kit. But for me, I like Japan's kit. I like Jamaica's kit. England's kit's nice. They got this blue line here, and then the rest is white, obviously. But Jamaica's warm-up kit is so nice. It is so nice. If anybody in Adidas ever comes across this stream, please send me a PR package with the Jamaica kit, because I will gladly take it. I would gladly take it and wear it as well. What's your fave? Yeah, Jamaica's my favourite. Jamaica's my favourite kit in the World Cup right now. Nigeria's one is nice as well, actually. Nigeria's got a nice kit. Free kick to Jamaica. Looks like it was a handball by Diani. I wonder when we'll see Jamaica have a shot on target. Do you think we will see Jamaica having a shot on target at any point in the game? Because the way that it's looking right now, it's not looking likely. That one taking, throwing, giving me Jamaican. That one taking the throwing, giving me Jamaican shop owner when you ask for food, chewing gum, and attitude vibes. Oh man. Big up to Mohammed in the chat, says, how do you guys watch back games whereby your team lost? Like, as a Barca fan, I can't even watch the highlights. It rattles me. You know what? I only watch back highlights if I've missed like most of the game. But if I've watched the entire game, I will not watch the highlights back. I will come across the video on TikTok. I will just pass it. I will see a video on Twitter. I'll scroll past it. I will not watch it. I will never watch it. Because you're right, it does trigger me. It does trigger me. Oh my god, when we lost to Liverpool last season, I did not watch any of the game back. Why am I going to watch it back? Why am I going to traumatize myself like that? Jamaica will have a light shot. A light shot. They'll steal a 1-0 win from a dead ball. That's a shout. That is a shout. Like I said, I want to see Jamaica win. No controversy or anything. I just want to see them win. I feel like because they got a nice kit, they deserve 3 points. Like, imagine winning games in a tournament was based on things like your vibe on the pitch, if you give negative vibes, if you give positive vibes, how nice the kit is. You know, alternative methods of scoring. You know how like in school you'd get rated on different stuff, like you wouldn't get rated just you like in your school report you wouldn't just get graded on, you know, how you perform on tests. You'd get graded on your attitude in class, how you behave, that kind of stuff. Imagine wearing uniform, etc. Imagine football was the same, where you could get points for that stuff. That would be funny. That would actually be funny. France are trying to force a chance, but they're not creating anything. Jamaica 1-0, 89th minute they score. I might come back to this comment, Suleiman, if you're right. I might come back to this comment. I didn't watch the Man United game. You must be an Arsenal fan. Are you an Arsenal fan in that case? If you didn't watch the Man United Arsenal game, or are you just talking about you didn't watch a game? Oh, you're a Barca fan. You just said, yeah, you're a Barca fan. So you never watched back the game that we beat you at Old Trafford. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry actually. I ain't sorry. That Liverpool game, I didn't even see any of the goals until the season finished. I watched 4 of them go in. You know what I did? Oh wait, hold on. France with a counter attack on the edge of the box. Another cross. They're trying to get into the box, and it's another corner. They are forcing the ball into the box through crosses. But that Man United Liverpool game, I was at a friend's baby shower. I had my phone on the table, watching the game whilst I was at the baby shower. I wasn't really paying attention to the baby shower. But my friend kept asking me what the score was. I would say 1-0, 2-0. When it got to 4-0, I turned it off. When it got to 4-0, I turned off my phone. I said, let me just enjoy my evening. And then I watched the goals like 3-4 days later, and I watched back like the extended highlights. And that's when I was like, this is horrible. Another corner in, can't even beat the first player again. They must have at this point, I think they've got like 12 corners. I think France have had like 12 corners at this point. Let's see how many corners they've had. Can you believe they've had 11 crosses? That's crazy. They've had 11 crosses, and I can't even think of one of them that have been successful. Clock is right twice a day. I guess that's the method to madness for France. It just seems like they've got no the tactical setup. Like, this guy is meant to be, their manager's meant to be like the best thing that's happened to international women's football, and they can't even get a shot on goal. Oh look, my scoreboard updated. There you go. 2:30. Look how funny that looks, guys. 2:30, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I do both just to critique it. Mike, you're a better person than me to watch the games back, honestly. You are a better person than me. I can't do that. Jamaica's physicality is too much for France, man. They can't handle it. They cannot handle it. They can't get past these fullbacks. And he made Saudi beat Argentina somehow. It's funny because I remember that game. The way Saudi set up, they were playing with the high line, and they had like how many goals offside? Like 3 goals, was it? Argentina had offside. But I think that was just individual brilliance. 2 screamers. It was 2 screamers and a team goal. So I don't know if that is down to coaching or is that just to chance. Jamaica with the ball. trying to get a ball into the box. They managed to get it to Shaw. Oh, Shaw just takes a heavy touch to take it away from her. Jamaica trying to force a throw on, but it's a throw on to France. I become a hater to the team for a long time afterwards if we lose. Is that normal? Like, that 7-0 is very satisfying. Listen, you're mad because Anthony scored the goal that sent you guys packing back to Barca. It is what it is. All those levers, and you couldn't even beat Manchester United. It's alright though. It's okay. You guys won the La Liga in the end. But it's nice to know we've got another hater. Manchester United have another hater. And that's totally normal, by the way, because when we lose to a team, I hate them even more. Like, I got beef with Brentford. Why? Because they beat us 4-0. I've got beef with them. Like, it was to a point where I didn't pick any Brentford players in my FPL, halfway through that season. Because I was just not over it. I was not over it. Can't beat Serena. Yeah, obviously Serena too as well. Serena's up there, of course. Couldn't even beat a fidget spinner. I love fidget spinners. I don't know if it's because I twiddle my fingers a lot like this when I'm sitting down. So like a fidget spinner is useful to have in your hand. Another corner to France. I've lost count at this point. It must be like corner 13 or 14. Because they've had so many corners, and their manager Harvey Renard does not look happy. I wouldn't be happy with this France performance, to be honest. If I'm being honest. Another in-swinger. Let's see if he can beat the first player. Goes a bit deep, and Jamaica get it out, and they're trying to let it run out for another corner. This honestly should just be called Battle of the Crosses, because both teams are just crossing it in, albeit that Jamaica's not crossing it in as much as France. But between the corners that France have had and the crosses they've put into the box, all of them have been poor. Another corner in. Jamaica get it out. Falls to the edge of the box. Takes a touch and she smashes it over the bar. Completely into the crowd. That ball's going to come and hit me. May as well have Muller corner on the advertising boards. Facts. There's been so many corners this game. I want to see what the corner count is, because I'm sure it must be like 20 at this point. Only 7! Guys, it feels like it's been a lot more. I'm sorry. 8 corners. I feel like I've seen about 20 corners from France so far. They're battling for the ball in the air. Sakina manages to keep it in, because obviously me and Sakina are on a first name basis. I think she's actually originally, is she Moroccan or Algerian? I think her name sounds Algerian, to be honest. Her surname. She's 27, damn. She's Moroccan, okay, she's Moroccan. So she could have been playing for Morocco in the World Cup. She could have played for Morocco, who make their debut tomorrow, I think. But instead she's playing for PSG. But to be honest, I think there's quite a few players like this. Watch out, Vieira's penalty landed in Colombia last night. Owen confirmed. That he just hoofed it into the crowd. It looked like he was trying to place it into the top corner as well, but it just went straight into the crowd. That penalty shootout just makes me laugh though, because why are you having penalty shootouts regardless of the result? That makes no sense. France trying to get the ball in. Managed to do a little 1-2 play in the box. Ooh, little back heel, but Jamaica managed to keep it out. Jamaica defending good. Defending compactly. Come on, Jamaica. Even if an own goal, I'll take it right now. I will take it right now. I want to eat my crisp, guys, but I think it's bad etiquette for me to eat on stream. I can drink. Drinking is alright. But eating on stream is bad etiquette because... And I think I've picked this up from United View, because you get in trouble if you have food on the set. Which I've been caught a lot of times with. But it is what it is. Josh can't stop me. And also another, guys, I should do a video saying spilling all the tea on United View, because we're not allowed to wear Crocs on set as well for match views. And you know me, I like my Crocs. I like my Crocs. Have you heard KG's new chant for the team? No, I haven't. What is it? I seen them playing football. I seen them playing football the other day. But I haven't heard his new chant. Knowing KG is probably a funny chant. So I need to go look at it. But I need to go watch all the content on the channel today. I haven't had the chance to check it out. Oh, another throw in. I just want a little something, even if it's not a goal. Like, just give me a shot off the crossbar, give me a shot off the post. I just remember KG sitting and having a packet of crisps in the background of a fan view one time. That happens a lot. The thing is, I don't even know when you're talking about, because that happens very often. That happens very, very often. As soon as the stream ends, everyone will run to go and get their snacks or whatever. You can have water and drinks, whatever, but I don't think you can have like food. But there was a time, this wasn't a match view, but there was a time we were filming the lone view, and it was during Ramadan, and I was fasting, and it was time to break my fast. So like every time the camera panned to Marcel and he was talking, I would be eating, and Josh would mute my mic while we were recording. That's the only time I've ever been allowed to eat on set, ever. Jamaica still have the ball in France's half. Managed to do a little 1-2 pass. Play Khadija through, but Sakina gets onto the end of it to clear it out for a throw-in. But that whole KG thing, yeah, I'm not surprised. That sounds very, very believable. The studio's got library rules. Facts. Shout out Josh, man. Dictator. He runs the studio, man. You see how he is in the chat when he mutes people in the chat? He's like that in the studio, but big up to him. And it's a goal kick for France. 62 minutes in. This is a poor performance. Like, I thought England's performance was bad yesterday. This is it. I think this performance is even worse. But France they've got their own issues going on in life. They've got their own little problems. I'm going to look up the Jamaican jersey. Adidas know how to do a nice kit. Ooh, little nutmeg. Oh, Sakina manages to get it. I don't know why I'm calling her Sakina, because I fully cannot pronounce her surname, and I don't want to embarrass myself. I should go on YouTube and say, how do you pronounce this name? Because I remember they did it ahead of the Men's World Cup, where every player did a video for FIFA to say how to pronounce their name. But France just building up outside of Jamaica's box. Look at Jamaica, so compact. Defending with their back four. They got their 2 midfielders. France are through. They managed to get it out. It's something like, oh, na, na. I need to know what the... Oh, is it in the melody of the song that everybody's singing all the time? We got Rashi, Mount, Bruno, and Garnachi. Ten Hag with the Red Army. That sounds like a KG song. I can't lie. That sounds like a KG song. I can't wait to hear the new chants that people come up with though. What is my favourite United chant? I can't lie, that Ollie at the wheel one, it was too catchy. That Ollie at the wheel chant was so catchy. I like Marcus Rashford's chant. I like his chant. Anthony Martial's chant is catchy as well. And they finally get their first chance on target. Jamaica with a header. Keeper manages just to catch that pretty easily, but that's their first chance on target in the 64th minute. And France are back up the pitch. France are just, I don't know what's going up with them. Yeah, that song. Okay, where did he sing it on? Because I'm gonna go watch it to see what it sounds like. France just building up again from Jamaica's bench. The overlap, a ball into the box, too much on it. Goes past everybody's head. Another ball into the box. Guys, this is more crosses. There's more crosses in this game than in a church. You guys like that one, innit? I was holding that. I was saving that for a special moment, guys. I was saving that. But honestly, there's been so much crosses. It's just And they've got 1, 2, 3. They've got 5 players in the box that are not known for headering. 2 substitutions. Let's go. France with 2 substitutions. Madri is coming off. I was impressed with her. France is number 10, and Mateo is coming off as well. Coming on is Kenza Dali. I like Kenza Dali. She plays for Aston Villa. Big fan of her. And Betcho. Kenza Dali. I like Kenza. Yeah, I like this one as well. Yeah, we've seen it all. We've won the lot. Sometimes I just start randomly singing that in my house. I would just randomly start singing that in my house. And my husband will be like, why are you just randomly singing these chants? But that one is a catchy one as well. Has there been any good chances for either teams? Not at all. France just crossing it into the box non-stop. Jamaica tried to start a counter every time, but can't really make much with it. And again, France are just trying to build up, put another cross in. This time someone could get on the end of it, and it goes wide. Diani with a chance. That's their biggest chance of the game. A ball in. Diani sandwiched between 2 Jamaica players. Manages to get on it and put something on it, and she just puts it too wide. And she was like 12 yards out. As a neutral, I always get excited about Man United after every summer transfer window, because not gonna lie, I want you guys back at the top with Arsenal, just like old times, but you guys always disappoint. Arsenal are just back at the top now. How are you saying I want you guys back at the top with Arsenal? They've just been at the top for 1 year. They've been in a rebuild phase. Obviously, we've been in a rebuild phase a lot longer. But you're right. I agree with this. I want to see the days when Arsenal and United used to go toe to toe. Like, forget other rivalries. Don't tell me about this Manchester derby and all this stuff. I want proper football heritage. Barclays football. That's what I want. So I hear what you're saying, but also I feel like this summer a lot of teams have improved. Aston Villa making moves, signing Diaby, Pau Torres. They got Tielemans. I don't think they're finished in the transfer window either. Then you've got Liverpool signing multiple midfielders, improving themselves. You've got City trying to buy new players. They're letting Mahrez go, but they've got, who else they got? They got Kovacic. They're trying to sign Vardiol. Then you've got Arsenal spending 200 million already. So every team is improving. So I think this might be a good competitive. I think this is going to be a good competitive season. I'm hoping anyway, with the way that everyone has stacked up. I sing that too alone at home, Lord. No one to question my decisions. Yeah, I'm glad it's not just me. That song just is all. There was a point that song was stuck in my head for like a week straight, and I think it's a day that I went to a United game, and it was just stuck in my head for a week straight. But that is a good chance. What else? Yeah, the Anthony Martial. I like his chant. That's catchy as well. What other chants are there? Oh, what a ball! Oh, what a ball. Switched the play, but no one could get on the end of it. I don't know. Yeah, France's tactics is a bit weird. Villa will be dark horses this season. I think it goes two ways. I think it could go... Look at that. The ball recovery time. They're showing us a stat. The ball recovery time is every 9 seconds for France and is every 31 seconds for Jamaica. Another ball into the box and the keeper gets a hold of it. That must... Okay, at this point, guys, at this point, it must be... They must have put 30 crosses in the box. If they haven't reached the 30 mark, I'll be shocked. And I'll think that these stats are lying to me. Because 19 crosses. I've seen more than 19 crosses. I've seen 19 crosses in the first half alone. How can it be only 19 crosses? That doesn't make sense. That does not make sense. That is not possible. That is not possible. France with the ball again. Their build-up is not bad. It's just what they do with it. Oh, that's a late tackle. That's a late tackle. And she should get booked for that. If Khadija Shaw could get booked for stepping on her foot, then shout out to my sister Sakina, man. That's my cousin. That's my cousin. I don't know how that's my cousin because she's Moroccan, but that's my cousin. Jamaica with 2 substitutions. Primus is coming off. Shout out to Primus. And Matthews is coming off as well. It looks like it's a like-for-like switch. Washington and Solon is coming on. Smash the like button. Big up Brush. You guys heard Brush. Smash the like button. Come in, you press like. It's like I said, it's like when you come into someone's house, you wipe your feet, you take off your shoes. City 2nd, Arsenal 6th. Not sure about the rest yet. If you think Arsenal finishing 6th, that's crazy. That's mental. I can't give predictions. I know people keep saying, what's your predictions for next season? I can't give predictions just yet. Jamaica with the ball, and it's Matthews putting a ball in as she's just come on. Can't really do anything with that ball in. Yeah, for KG's chant, just check out the recent Reckless Thoughts video. I'm going to go watch it, and I'm going to learn the song. There's no way Khadija Shaw tried to take a shot from that. They are doubling up on Khadija Shaw the same way they've doubled up on Oshoala for Nigeria. Every time she gets the ball, she cannot get a space to breathe. She can't get a space to breathe. And that's what happens when you're like attacking threat is from like one person. You shut her out of the game and that's it. There's nothing else that you have to worry about. Especially when the other players aren't stepping up. France with the ball again on the left hand side. Just passing it around. Ball over the top. The French players just getting barged around. They are just getting literally bam. Bam. They're just getting barged around by Jamaica's defenders. But France still got the ball. It's another throw on. And it goes out again for a throw on. If a goal is coming, it's coming from Kenza Dali. If a goal is coming. Oh, Sakina with some nice little silky feet. Tried to play 1-2. Gives the ball away. And Jamaica just sloppy with it. Just passed the ball out onto a throw on. But if a goal is gonna come, guys, it's coming from Kenza Dali. It's coming from Kenza Dali. Predictions are hard. Whoever thought that Arsenal would nearly win the title at the start of last season? I didn't. Arsenal fans didn't. So I know one person after the second game of the season, they said that Arsenal would win the league. They nearly got close enough. So that's that. I'll make a prediction. Title charge. Don't jinx us. Suleiman, bro, don't jinx us. Don't jinx us. It would be nice, but I just want us to compete. That's it. But Khadija Shaw is down after taking a little elbow to the face. This is how theatric football is. You elbow me and you're the one that's holding your face. How does that make sense? Took a little elbow to the face, but she's back up. If Jamaica can get a point from this game, they might get something against Brazil as well. Am I crazy to say that? France again, trying to build up on the left-hand side, and it just goes out for a goal kick. Wasteful. Just wasteful. And at this point, guys, I'm getting my crisp. I've had enough. This game is not entertaining enough to say for me to not eat my snacks. Yeah? Shout out to... And I don't like the sound of like people eating on stream because the mic is near me. How do I mute? I can mute it. Ooh. So guys, I figured out how to mute my mic. So if I want to eat my crisp and chew, every time I chew, I could just go mute. But it's Jamaica with the ball building up outside of France's box. No way, she took a shot from 45 yards out. Couldn't get any power onto it. Why would you do that? That is so wasteful. What flavour is Doritos Chili Heat Wave? The red one. Also, Bruno being captain, almost like Tadic being the captain at Ajax. There's the light shot that JP was talking about earlier. They might get a light shot. That was that, because that shot was a light shot. It had no power. It had nothing on it. It had absolutely nothing on it. I'm telling you guys, if France are gonna do something, it's coming from Kenza. And guys, I'm actually kind of I'm shy to eat on stream because it's just weird. France, not impressed. Not impressed. Yo, Mina, bear with me. Country, we brought on a girl who just graduated from high school from the States. Okay, which player was that? Is that Matthews or the one that took the shot? Minute eating full meals on stream, guys. I'm not. Do I look like... Come on, guys. I would never do that. I'm just eating a crisp. Look. That's it. I'm not even eating the whole crisp. I'm just taking 1-2 bites out. I'm taking 1-2 bites. I would never eat on stream, guys. I would never eat on stream. I don't like eating around, like, in front of people anyways. Salsa as well, yes. You guys know. You know ball. If you know this, you know ball. It's the best combination. Solo Washington, okay. It seems like a lot of people, the Jamaica team, are quite young. It seems like a lot of the players are quite young. I don't know if they just look young or if they are actually young. But it's good that... I think it's good that to have players that play in, like, international. A ball in. Oh my god. A free header and it just... She headers it into the ground. Puts another ball back into the box. They are defending so compactly, if that's even a word, that they forced France to just put crosses and crosses and crosses in. That's all they've done. Another cross incoming. Like clockwork, but she gets clattered for a corner. Is it raining? Oh wow, it's raining as well. It's raining heavily. Playing football in the rain is difficult. Come on, man. JP, no Bunny Shaw disrespect here. She plays for City, so I shouldn't like her. But no Bunny Shaw disrespect. She's one of the best strikers in the WSL, but, you know, playing for City and playing for Jamaica is two different stuff. Another corner. Jamaica get it out. Just let it run out for a throw-on. The thing is with France, it's either they overhit their crosses or they underhit their crosses. And that's literally the story of it. Jamaica will... If Jamaica can see out the next 10 minutes, they will be happy with this result. He's telling them, calm. Calm, calm. Don't get too erratic. But Bunny Shaw is one of the best strikers in the WSL. She's one of the best strikers. You don't score 30 goals plus in a season when you're just a crap striker. I think I could score 30 goals in the WSL though. If I was in the WSL, I think I could... If I was in the WSL and I played for a team that get me service, I think I'm easily scoring about 35 goals. I'd average like 4 or 5 hat-tricks. Yeah, I'd have like 5 hat-tricks in the season. France trying to get another cross in. But Jamaica trying to get it out and they managed to deal with it just fine. Can they catch France on the counter? Bunny Shaw playing little 1-2. Tries to switch the ball but it gets dispossessed. She tried to... I see the vision, Bunny Shaw. I see the vision. There was the vision for her to cross it. To switch the ball, sorry. But it was just... It was not the right... I don't think the right call. Again, France just sloppy with it. France are just being sloppy with the ball. Why did she take... You take the ball away from your own player and then you foul her. Khadija Shaw is down this time holding her leg. Her own teammate ran into her. Her own teammate ran into her and fouled her. Oh no, it was Kenza Dali that fouled her. It didn't look like Kenza Dali fouled her. It looked like her own teammate fouled her. It's pouring heavy rain as well. Mina, what's in that salsa? I don't know. It's just a medium salsa dip. It's just tomato, I think. Yeah, it looks like just tomato. It's a bit spicy though. KMT this game. Honestly, guys, out of all the games I picked to do a vibe along, I don't call it a watch along, but out of all the games I picked, that's not an England game. This is the game I picked because I thought, yeah, Jamaica, reggae girls, bring the vibe. France, got something to prove. Bad decision. Bad decision. A little part of me wanted to just go back to sleep earlier. At like 9 o'clock. But I stayed awake. But it looks like Khadija Shaw picked up a knock. She's got an ankle knock. And they're giving her treatment on the pitch. I hope she's alright. Because we saw what happened yesterday with the Haiti player. That looked like it was an ACL. It looked like it was an ACL injury. But she looks like she's okay. Khadija Shaw's alright. Can you believe her nickname is Bunny Shaw because she likes carrots as a kid. And that's how she got the name Bunny Shaw, to a point where all the pundits call her Bunny Shaw. It's funny how childhood nicknames can stick. She's hobbling off, but I think they're gonna bring her back on, unless they sub her off, but that's their superstar. Is she crying? No, she's not crying. She's just limping, that's it. She's trying to run it off now. Their kits are nice, even their tracksuit's nice. Adidas really hooks people up that's not Manchester United. Because why do we have a bang average kit? Yeah, she looks like she's going to come back on. Last 10 minutes of the game, France building up again. I feel like I've said that hundreds of times today. But they are trying to build up and create something. Let's see if they can create something. Ooh, Khadija Shaw comes back on and could have nicked the ball. That's just, yeah, they're going to look. Here you go, here's another cross. And it hits the Jamaica player for another corner. God damn. As a Jamaican, I'm happy with this Lama. We gave up hat-tricks every game last World Cup. Improvement. It's a big improvement if Jamaica can see this out and take a draw. I think defensively, they've been very compact. They've been good defensively. Obviously, going forward, I think, is their biggest flaw. And they've struggled with that against France. France have given them opportunities to counter as well. So if they could have capitalised on that, they could have. But again, another good defensive display to see it out for a throw-on to France. France now pushing a lot more players forward. Another throw-on for France. God damn. Everybody back defending for Jamaica. Everybody is back. Another cross leads to another corner. At this point, it must be the 20th corner of the game. This has to be the 20th corner. This has to be the 20th corner. Another corner in, an outswinger this time. Lands on the edge of the box. Is she going to take a shot? She takes a heavy touch. Jamaica hold onto it and just slow the game down rather than going on a counter-attack. A better team would have slapped France by now, 100%. And also, same with England yesterday. With the chances that England were giving away yesterday, a more clinical team would have capitalised on it. And that just shows you the levels between, you know, the higher rated FIFA teams versus the lower rated FIFA teams. The only real difference is finishing. That's literally the only difference. Because all these other teams showing they can defend. The only team that have held a lot of goals so far at the World Cup is Zambia. Zambia held 5 against Japan. Koala says, park the bus. They just need to see it out, man. Last 6 or so minutes. See it out and just take this result. Just take this result. Jamaica dagger from a corner, 89th minute. You heard it here first. It's true. Suleiman did say that earlier in the game. He said it's coming 89th minute. Any East African teams playing in the World Cup? No, we've never had East African teams play even in the Men's World Cup. I wrote an article about it for The Athletic after the Qatar World Cup, kind of like interviewing people in East Africa and whatnot to understand why we haven't produced any World Cup teams. Hopefully one day we'll live. I hope I live to see my country play in the World Cup. That's all I have to say. Whenever that happens, whether it's 30 years, 40 years, 50 years from now, I hope I live to see it happen. Yeah, women's football is crazy what they do. Khadija Shaw trying to bully her way to get the ball and she wins. She forces a corner. That's smart football. Maybe this is what, 84th minute. Let's go. 85th minute. Corner. Suleiman did say 89th minute they'll score from a corner. This is close enough. Could this be the moment that Jamaica get a goal? All they need to do is put a good delivery in. Put a good delivery in and someone get on the end of it. That's it. That's all they need. Let's go. Ball in. That's a good ball in. Can someone get on the end of it? A little scuffle in the... Ooh, Khadija Shaw again takes another foot to her ankle. Oh, and she took a little in the face. She can't really see anything right now. She tried to volley it first time. Even a 0-0 draw is a good result for Jamaica. 100%. To hold France to a goalless game. Was that even a goal kick? I thought it was a corner. It looked like she didn't even volley it. It got hit onto her. I hope there's no pens. If there's going to be one, I hope it's Jamaica's. Yeah, I don't know. There's been so many pens this World Cup. I'm surprised there hasn't been a world penalty this game. I haven't caught up with all the games from this morning, but as of yesterday, there was eight penalties in 8 games. Another throw in for France on the counter, trying to go on the counter, but they've just slowed it down. Nice sound effects, Mina. Thank you. I talk a lot in sounds. That's one thing you'll notice about me. A lot of the time when I'm describing something, I make random noises. But Jamaica dispossessed France. Khadija Shaw she sat her down. The physicality, like the way they just blow on the players. They blow on the French players and the French players go flying. Maybe it's them being a bit dramatic. But France with the ball on the edge of the box. Again, Jamaica, nice little clearance out. Their backline has been solid. The women don't tend to fall on the ball. Hope it won't become a norm now like in the men's game. They do. The women dive though. They dive equally as much as I think the men. And it looks a lot more theatric sometimes. But a ball in from Kenza Dali. Another corner. A good delivery. Oh, and it just over the bar. That is probably the best delivery I've seen from France thus far in the game. And that's like their 100th corner of the game. Good delivery. Free header. Hits her shoulder. She couldn't even connect with the ball. It hit her shoulder. That's the chance of the game. That's the chance of the game for France. That was their chance. I'm glad they didn't score, but still, that was their chance. Yeah, they dive, yeah, like White in the finals. Did you? I accidentally clicked on that comment, guys. I didn't mean to pin that comment. Sorry, Dean. I'm not reading that comment, and I'm not pinning it either. But shout out to you for your opinion. Last 2 minutes of the half. That's the one thing that really pees me off about the game. All this falling down. When I used to play football, I was a big diver. Oh my god. And I used to get the calls all the time. And I used to add I used to sprinkle in a bit of theatrics. And I used to get it all the time. And I don't encourage it, but it worked for me. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Jamaica trying to get the ball out. Can they get the ball out? Just clear it out. Have to clear it out for a throw-on again. I don't think there'll be much added time because there's not been a lot of stoppages, to be honest, this game. I ain't seen VAR once. Kenza Dali with the ball. Switches it to the middle. They go out to the right-hand side. Is this another cross coming in? It looks like it. Another cross. This one, a good delivery. And, off the crossbar on the line. Off the crossbar. Suleiman said 89th minute there was going to be a goal from a header. There wasn't a goal from a header, but France just hit the crossbar. The bottom part of the crossbar hits the line, hits the post. The post kept it out. Hit the crossbar, hit the post, and it goes out. Oh, Diani could have scored. She could have had the goal for France. That was a good delivery in as well. Jamaica just need to see it out. They just need to see it out. Oh, that is unlucky, Diani. That is unlucky. That was the moment for them. Let's see how much extra time there's going to be. 6 minutes of extra time. There was 5 minutes in the first half. 6 minutes now. Jamaica got momentum. No, France, sorry, have momentum. Jamaica don't have much. France have been knocking on the door for a goal for a long time. And if it comes in extra time, that will be so disappointing for Jamaica. And they just force it out for a Jamaica throw-on. My jinx nearly went there. Yeah, man, you nearly had them jinxed. Look at them. They're not used to the cold. The Jamaica players are not used to this weather. They're probably thinking, why is it so cold in this country? Let's see if Jamaica could get anything right now. They've got 4 players up. Just wasteful with the ball again in possession. Oh, she just clattered. Khadija Shaw clattered her. She's getting sent off because Khadija Shaw's already on a yellow card. She's already on a yellow card and she's probably going to get sent off. It's a yellow card. It's a red card for Khadija Shaw. Scissor tackle. A scissor tackle. Is VAR going to look at it to make sure it's a card? Because she got booked earlier in the first half. And that's going to be a big loss for Jamaica. That's a big loss for Jamaica. And look at that. Look at that. She's up straight away. Just before she was down. France's centre-back was down. She didn't touch her. She did not touch her, guys. She did not touch her. She slipped. She slipped. Please look at that. Please look at that, guys. She slipped. Khadija Shaw does not look like she touched her. And she's sent off. That's not a card. That is not a card. I'm sorry, that is not a card. It did not look like she touched her. Honestly, in that replay, I need to rewind it. I want to rewind it for a second. Because in that replay, she does not look like she touched her. Oh my God. Oh my guys, she actually did not touch her. It just looks like a bad tackle, but she did not touch her. They both slipped. She went in for the ball, missed it. The defender slipped, made a theatric of it. That is poor. That's what we were just talking about right now. All right, 93rd minute dagger. Either way, it looks more likely to come from France side. Jamaica are 10 players now on the pitch. Another cross in. Just trying to force that cross in. Every time Jamaica clear it out, they will likely just hoof it. Look at that. 2 players chasing her down. She can't even keep it. Then Frenchman celebrating her sending off, about to get rushed. Red card for the VAR and the ref. 100%. What's the point of having VAR if they're not going to go back to review it? Especially if it's a red card. I don't think that's a red card. And that's just so unlucky. And now she's going to miss a few games for Jamaica. This is what, the second or this is the 3rd red card I've seen. Clear it out. Clear it out. There you go. Managed to clear. This is the 3rd red card I've seen. I've seen a keeper get sent off as well. Oh, I don't think VAR can review if it's a yellow. I think they should change that rule, because if it's a yellow to a red, they should be able to review it. Keeper comes out, misses it completely. Manages to get enough onto it. Another cross in. And another clearance. And it lands to Kenza Dali. And it's straight into the hands of the keeper. Chested it down. Tried to volley it. And it's straight into the keeper's hand. If they can see out the last 2 minutes, Jamaica losing their most important player, their captain, their superstar, they'll go into the game against Panama thinking they can get something if they can get a result there. But taking a point from France is not bad. It's not bad. Big kick from the keeper. Straight into Sakina. Shout out to my homie Sakina. Me and Sakina are homies now after this stream. She's a quality fullback. A big ball up to the strikers up top, but every time Jamaica get it, they're just gonna boot it out. It don't matter what direction. Yeah, change the rules for sure. Absolutely, I think that rule. I'm gonna pitch that idea to UEFA or FIFA or whoever, because that's a stupid rule. What's the point of having VAR if people can dive like that, get away with it? It's ridiculous. Another ball in, and the keeper gets her hands to it. 1 more minute, and Jamaica may have caused an upset. Would this be deemed as an upset for the World Cup? I would say it is an upset. I would say it is an upset. French fans not looking happy. But I would say it's an upset. Still shocked by that red. So am I. So am I. That is poor, man. That is professional athlete. I know, guys, I was just talking about how I dived, playing football as a kid. But I was a kid. I ain't a professional player at the World Cup. And she skips past her player, free space to put a ball into the box. And that centre back for Jamaica has been solid all game. She's been solid all game. Last 30 seconds, everybody is being pushed up for France now. They're trying to, this is their last attack of the game, and it would be an absolute dagger if they make something of it. Sakina plays a ball into the middle. It's a good ball brought down, out wide, right hand side. Last cross, a big cross in, goes to the back post, back into the box. Jamaica trying to get a clearance onto the end of it, managed to get the ball. France, and it's a free kick to Jamaica outside of their box. Kenza Dali put a foot in, and the ref calls it back. The ref is probably feeling bad for that red card now. Probably feeling bad for that red card, so she's just making it up to Jamaica. But Jamaica can see this out, and it's a result. Big up, Mike. I hope you have a great weekend and a wonderful week. Can Jamaica see this out? Hoof it up, and it's done. Game over. Jamaica 0, France 0, and that's a great result for Jamaica to hold France to a goalless game where they created, but they didn't create enough. It's full time here. It's I would say two things that have stood out for me. Whatever France's tactics were, sucked. If their full tactic was just to put balls into the box, that's a poor tactic, because Jamaica were compact. They defended well together. They defended as a team. And that's a good result. Hervé Renard, first World Cup game with France women's team, and he only gets a point from it. Like I said, Jamaica will be happy with this. They'll be happy with this result. The funny thing about the England game yesterday was how Haiti players were running over to England players to swap shirts with them. And I think Jamaica might do the same. But, guys, I'm happy with this result. I can't lie. This vibe along, the whole point was for me to actually support Jamaica because I didn't want France to win. Pull up to my bumper playing in the changing room right now. Justice for Khadija Shaw, man. Justice for Khadija Shaw, because that did not deserve to be a sending off. That was, I think, a dive. It looked like a dive to me. But guys, on that note, I'm going to wrap it up because I don't want to overanalyze the games. I'm just here to watch it for a vibe. If it was a United game or something, I would, do a tactical analysis. But as far as I'm concerned, Jamaica got a result, a well-deserved result. France will be disappointed. Whatever their tactic was, they need to rethink that. Go back to the drawing board, because next week, Saturday, they play Brazil. I'll be doing a vibe along here on my channel. Shout out to all the Jamaica fans, obviously including myself. I'm a Jamaica fan by political affiliation. Big up John Boy says, great watch along. Jamaica done, well done. France poor. Big up Sir Marcus with the Jamaica flags in the chat. I will be live later on for a FIFA stream. I don't know what time because I want to take a nap this afternoon. But guys, it's a title charge as always. Like I said, oh wait, is that something rude at JP? No, JP was referencing a Jamaican song. Here, where is it? Here you go. Pull up to my bumper is a Jamaican song. But big up everybody. Shout out to Jamaica. Big result for them. I'm so chuffed, man. I'm so happy for them. But guys, stream coming, later on today. More videos coming throughout the week. I'm gonna do some Manchester United transfer talk videos and some pre-season videos, and of course, more Women's World Cup content. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for sticking around. As always, the vibe has been vibing. Shout out to everybody, guys. I'll be back on Friday as well for another vibe along. England versus Denmark this time, and then I'll be back again next Saturday for France versus Brazil, which will be a game you don't want to miss. But until next time, guys, it's your girl Mina.